All right, here we are. It's 9:30 in the morning, and we just got dropped off at the Daniel Boone Boy Scout camp, and we are getting ready to head out on the Art Loeb Trail. Gonna thru-hike this thing, 31 miles to the end. So we're gonna do about 11 today and try to get a little bit past Black Balsam. Cloudy now, stormed this morning a whole bunch, rained a lot, but I think by the time we get up to the top, it should be a beautiful sunny day. Here we go. All right, we've walked about 3.5 miles now, I think. We are nearing Deep Gap, but right here, so that's Cold Mountain there. We're not going to go up that. We're going to turn the other direction and head up to, I guess, Tennant Mountain first. Okay, we've made it up to the top. It was a little confusing at Deep Gap. It took us a few minutes to pick up the trail again. But you can see town down there, and then off in the distance, the far mountains. Maybe not in the camera, but you can barely see the Blue Ridge Parkway running across the top over there. And let's see, we're heading over those in just a little bit. So that's where we're going now. And a bunch of farmland down there. So we started down there somewhere today. All right, Ashlyn, let's keep walking. All right, we think we're coming up on Shining Rock Gap now. So we just started to notice quartz boulders. So hopefully in a couple minutes that way we'll get to the gap. And then, big ones down here? Yeah. And then we got to figure out which junction, or which trail to take it. Shining Rock Junction, that's a hard one. It's definitely been cold up here, so it's our first ice we've seen on the trail. And look over here, icicles.
It's like a waterfall that would be flowing.
Yeah, that's probably the water source we wanted for right now. Okay, we may need to come right back here and fill up in a second. All right, let's walk on.
Well, we can get some off for the ice that's melting.
Yeah, let's go.
I'd like to take my pack off.
That's what I want to do. Get to the junction here and relax for a little bit.
That is pretty. That takes a force.
You gonna walk on it?
It's flowing underneath.
Yeah.
I can see the.
That's cool. Have some witty commentary while you're taking video.
I'm not good at witty commentary. You're reading a map. That's not exactly. It's like describing golf or something.
Make it interesting. Mile and a half, maybe. Maybe 2 miles because it's squiggly trail miles to Ivester Gap.
Is that a water source?
No water at Ivester Gap. Well, we could, there maybe. You have to go, no, there's no water there. And then another 2 miles to the top of Black Balsam, and then another 3/4 of a mile down to campsites. So what is that, 2, 5 miles to go? 5 miles? And it should be a lot.
I think we're past the hard parts, the hardest.
Yeah, it should be a lot easier from here on out. All right, so you can see down there, there's Ivester Gap, and it's a good day hiking spot. A lot of people like to do the loop from Black Balsam to Ivester Gap. I think it's about a 2-mile round trip, and that's Black Balsam Mountain over there. So you go up and over that, and I think that's Tennant Mountain. And there's Ivester Gap, so we are now leaving Shining Rock Wilderness. All right, so just been a lot of bear activity here. haven't seen any. We do not have a bear canister, but where they're required, we didn't know this till today, but we're going to try to go just past where they're required and hang our food real well. Alright, up now at the summit of Black Balsam, about 6,200 feet, and we're actually going to turn off the trail in a minute, take a little detour down where there's some water on at Flat Laurel Creek and go down to the Mountains to Sea trail, and then so we're going to get off the Art Loeb for tonight, then go to the Mountains to Sea, and then catch back up on the Art Loeb again tomorrow. And Ashlyn is ready for campsite. We're both thirsty. We're out of water right now and hungry. We got about a mile to go to get down to some water. And we're also going to get out of the wind. Alright, here we are coming in at the Black Balsam parking area. I think we've done about 11 miles so far, but we still got to go get some water, so we're going to shoot down another few hundred feet and set up camp. Well, we're set up. I don't know what time it is. 7:30? Okay, sounds good. Not gonna look at my watch. We'll just go with it. Sun is going down. You can see on the mountains over there. It looks really pretty. Got the bear bag hung there, Sam's knob. It's back to the trail. And Ashlyn's over here pumping water. So what'd you think about those 12 miles today? That was hard.
12 miles I've ever done. Well, I've never done 12 miles in a day, but
that was hard.
it was still hard 12 miles.
Yeah, no doubt. That was. I've done further, but that was the hardest 12 miles that I've ever had to knock out. So maybe a little easier tomorrow, and maybe we can knock out a few less miles too. That'd be nice. I'm gonna sign off for tonight. We're gonna eat dinner. Good morning. It's about 9 a.m. After yesterday's walk, and getting up early yesterday. We had to get up at 5 so we could get here to meet the shuttle driver. We both slept for 12 hours last night, so 9 o'clock now, and beautiful sunny day, and we're gonna go have breakfast in the hammock and pack up and walk on to the next shelter. All right, so on yesterday's hike, we started at the Daniel Boone camp. We started there about 9:30 in the morning, and we came along the beginning of the Art Loeb Trail, the Deep Gap. A little tricky at Deep Gap. A lot of trampled ground, but none of it really looked like a trail. It took us a few minutes to find out where we were going. And then we walked the ridge line down here all the way to this Art Loeb spur, and the Art Loeb continues on this way, but we went a different route, and we took this little spur trail down to the little flat creek, and we camped right here last night. And rather than go all the way back up, we're just going to take Little Sam around and get on the Mountains to Sea trail and then hook on the Art Loeb Trail down here, so we don't have to climb up for walking a half mile of trail again. And then tonight we're going to try to continue on past this shelter and into Ivester Gap. So maybe that's about 10, 11 miles away, but then we have probably a pretty easy hike for Wednesday morning. All right, here we are. We're coming up on the Little Sam detour. Look at that, it says easiest. So we might have a mile of easy walking here. Looking forward to this. And it's blazed too. All right, now we are at the Mountains to Sea junction. So I think that thing right there behind us must be Little Sam. There's a little trail that just so you can climb up on top of there. So now we're at the Mountain to Sea, and we're going to turn left here. And oh, good, most difficult. All right, they were right though. That last section, that Little Sam trail was easy. All right, we're on the Mountains to Sea trail for maybe a mile, a little spur here just to hook back up with Art Loeb. But we came across this little lookout here where someone's rock face, and it's way down over the edge. This is as close as I'm getting, and you can see the Parkway right down there. So we have to descend at least to the Parkway, and then who knows, our trail's out there somewhere. But it is a great view. We are definitely up there. All right, it's noon, and we've hooked back up with the Art Loeb Trail. So that goes back up to Black Balsam, and we're going to take this way here, turn right, and descend down to the Parkway. All right, we've made it down to the Parkway, so all we got to do is walk over there, and you can see maybe the trail heading up the hill right over there, and then don't know how many more miles to go, but we're going to stop here and find a sunny patch in the grass over there and have a snack and get a drink first.
I don't think we have to worry about cars.
No, but they're coming around blind. Let's walk up there to that lookout and then chill on the log there and on the railing and have a snack. Hey, there's somebody up there. All right, here we are. We're rolling into Deep Gap now. So, yes, we're gonna hang out at the shelter and have lunch before we go hit Pilot Mountain, which is that. So that's right after lunch. We gotta go up and over that and then 1,000 feet down. There's a better view of Pilot Mountain now. Should be some water around here somewhere. Yeah. Let's go to the front of the shelter and drop our packs inside. Looking around the back. Yeah, see if you see a sign for water. Oh, did they? Hey Shug, we watched your video and then we came out a little bit later. And we're not staying here either. We're moving on. Alright, we made it to the top of Pilot Mountain. That's Tennessee out there, I guess, if you go kind of far away. But I think we should be seeing some Tennessee mountains. Wouldn't be surprised if some of the real big ones are in the Smokies, you can see. And there's the Parkway. Came up this. Took us about 20 minutes to get from the gap up to here, but that was hard work. If you look at there, you can see the Parkway in the distance over there. So if you look over those mountains, we camped on the other side of those last night. So I think it's taken us maybe about 4.5 hours to get from the other side of those mountains to up here. But now we have a nice long downhill tonight. Down from Pilot Mountain, we're at Gloucester Gap right now, and the trail goes off behind me there. We're actually going to cheat just a little bit and take the road, kind of parallels the trail, and hook back on the trail for about in another half mile or so. After that descent, we both have tired feet from walking on the rocks of the route, so we're just going to give ourselves a little break and use the road rather than the trail to get up to the next mountain. Rolling in on the Butter Gap shelter. That was another hard day. Mikey! We were wondering if we'd see you here. Sweet. You got sunburn like we did. You're gonna be on YouTube, Mikey. There we go.
I'm famous.
Okay, it's about 9:30 in the morning. I think we've gone about a mile today, and we are on our way out now, headed back towards Davidson campground. But we've been watching this rock face from afar, and now we're walking right by it. So this really neat little stretch of trail here. Easy today so far. Warm, sunny. So we should be maybe 4 hours more, maybe 4.5 to get to the car. All right, let's move on. And here's that rock face. We've hiked part of the way up now. Just parallels the trail. This is really cool. Just way up there. It continues on, and I think it ends over there. I think the trail should head up that way. I guess the parking area must be down this way. This is the end. We're walking along the Davidson River now. So, a couple minutes and we should be at the car.
Video now, you can't take it.
Yep. Thanks for saying watch your step.
I thought you were about to turn the camera off.
Journey complete. Now we got to go find a couple of frisbee-sized cheeseburgers and a pile of French fries covered in cheese and bacon.
And Art Loeb Trail on the side.
There we go. How does it feel? Oh. Cool in the feet. All right, I'm ready to wander up. You ready?